Okay, I'm living Buc-ee's right now, and I'm gonna tell you this place is freaking amazing. I think it came from Texas, and I'm just so glad that they have at least two that I know here in Florida. I love the one right here close to Daytona Beach. It's so much awesome. And I'm gonna tell you, every time I come here, I spend a lot of money. My son loves it. He thinks it's the coolest thing ever. Riding my 2009 Road Glide all the way here. I'm gonna go ahead and head up home pretty soon because I want to do some barbecue. One thing that I mentioned in the past that I don't like, I may be able to change this, or I may think about changing it, is the bars. Man, I really dislike this 1-inch bars with those cables out. But nevertheless, I don't know if I'm going to do it or not, because I don't really want to spend money on this bike. I know I said that in the past, but here she's looking. If you haven't been here before, with that 96, that huge engine 96, here's a front right now, right there. I'm gonna show you some footage inside Buc-ee's because, like I said, this place is crazy. You could get all kind of different turkey. You could get all kind of different sandwiches. They have some nice sandwiches. You could get, sunglasses. Stacy bought a couple sunglasses that she actually liked. They look really cool on her too. So, but anyways, I'm gonna start heading back home because it's getting pretty sunny right now. So one thing I wanted to mention before we get into that is this right here. You're gonna laugh about this, but you gotta love Florida. Look at this. This is awesome. Alligators, baby. There's alligators everywhere. But anyways, I wanted to mention this because I was thinking about it. The difference between Harley Davidsons and other bikes out there is really not the bike, not at all. It's actually the community, and there is really fantastic motorcycles out there. Yamaha has some great ones, some great cruisers. BMW has some cool bikes too. You look at Victory, cool bikes. Obviously they don't make it no more. Indian has some cool bikes as well. And again, there is so many different bikes out there, but the thing about Harley is not just the Harley Davidson. It's not that Road Glide that I'm looking right there. The thing about Harley that I love is the community. So when people say, or when people compare motorcycles such as Harley Davidson to all the motorcycles out there, it's kind of like really not a comparison, because you know what, there is better bikes than Harley, no doubt about that. There's probably some bikes out there that with the specs, and when you talk about the specs and compare, I guess the specs by specs, they are better than Harley. But what makes a Harley Davidson, this guy is making a lot of noise, but what makes the Harley Davidson is not just the bike. I mean, I love the Road Glide and all that. It's actually the community. So if you're looking at motorcycles, guess what? You may be able to find a bike out there that is way better than the Harley. You may be able to find some really cool bikes out there. And if you go for it, it's fine. I mean, I don't care what you ride. I ride with anybody. But what I'm saying is that when you look at Harley Davidson, what you really are part of is that community. Man, Harley riders are very proud. Harley riders are guys that love the motorcycle. Harley, riders are guys that welcome you into the community. So again, there's some pricks out there, but there's pricks everywhere. But the point is that, yeah, you may find another motorcycle, maybe a better motorcycle, but finding a community around that motorcycle may be a little bit difficult. Indian does have a really good community. Some of the guys that used to ride Victor are starting to have a community, but it's not as common as a Harley community. Man, the Harley community is all over the place. But anyways, I'm gonna start heading home because I got to do some barbecue. guys that I was gonna do some barbecue. Check it out. Cooking some ribs right here for the kids, my mother-in-law, everybody else, and some chicken as well right here. Should be almost done, and then we're gonna enjoy it. All right, so I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified. I definitely see you in the next one. And as always, God is in control.